Hey there guys, Tom here, welcome back to my movie channel and thank you very much for joining me for this, my review of the brand new episode of Mandalorian Chapter 12, I think? The Seige. And just so we're clear, this video will contain spoilers, so if you've not yet seen this episode, go watch it and come back and join me after you've seen the episode. Also, if you haven't been here before, hit that subscribe button, ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things Mandalorian, because that's the only thing playing right now. So I think after last week's episode, I think this episode's going to disappoint some people because we were all expecting, at least I was, to see Ahsoka Tano in this episode, but also in the back of my mind I thought, you know what, they're probably not going to just blow their load and show Ahsoka in the very next episode after she gets mentioned. I thought, yep, he's got to repair the ship, he's going to go back, he's going to meet up with Cara Dune and Greef Karga, and they're going to help him repair the ship. And of course, they did. But they also have this other mission they have to take care of taking out the Imperial base that's still on Navarro with a few troops on there. Mandalorian discovers that Moff Gideon didn't die in that TIE fighter crash at the end of Season 1 and is still alive. That leaves off with... The episode leaves off ending, of course, with Moff Gideon, and they're going to track the Razor Crest to, I'm assuming, to the planet Corvus, where Ahsoka is. I've heard most commonly reported that Episode 5 is Ahsoka's episode, and I think Episode 5 is the episode that Dave Filoni is directing, so that makes perfect sense that he would direct the first live-action Ahsoka episode. So clearly, that's where they're headed. Mandalorian's off to find Ahsoka, Moff Gideon is trailing Mandalorian. But what did I think about this episode? Interesting fact, this episode was directed by Carl Weathers, who plays Greef Karga, and I thought this episode was good. I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was just a really fun episode of a ragtag group taking on some stormtroopers, and there's a lot of beating up stormtroopers in this episode, and of course, you know, they're trying to blow up this facility. Now, I don't know, I can't remember the name of the blue guy that's in the episode. He was also in episode 1, I think, of the very first season. But I love there's a little moment where he has to get out onto the ledge, and they make reference and they make fun of the fact that no ledges in Star Wars have hand railings. And he goes, there's no guardrails on this thing. I just thought that was a really nice little wink of the eye to the audience, because a lot of us have been, you know, even through the Disney era Star Wars, nothing in the Empire had hand railings. I don't understand that at all. But I also thought this episode showed us a lot about Greef Karga and Cara Dune and their relationship. Obviously, time has passed since the end of the first season, so they are now in charge of this town in Navarro. And I also thought this was one of the more funny episodes of Mandalorian. This episode had some really great humor in it, as well as, of course, some great action. I really like what they're doing with Season 2. Season 1... You know, Season 1 wasn't as serialized of a show as I would like it to be. It sort of jumped around and they weren't always following the through line in every single episode. But Season 2, it seems to have a through line and it's just following it every episode. It builds on it and it builds and it builds and it builds. And that's what I wanted out of the first season and didn't really get, even though I did enjoy the first season very, very much. But Season 2 is giving me that more serialized feel to this show. And I put up a post on my social media the other day, and I wasn't ready to say this by the end of Season 1, but we're only 4 episodes into Season 2. I'm ready to say this now. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars content we've gotten since Return of the Jedi. I 100% am confident in that belief. That might change, obviously, if the rest of Season 2 turns out to be a pile of shit. We'll find out. But anyway, I think Mandalorian is the best Star Wars thing we've had since Return of the Jedi. That's just my personal opinion. I want to know what you guys thought of the episode. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button, ring that notifications bell. I will see you guys next time, and that is the way.